We're officially back on the road and heading toward our next work camping spot in beautiful Colorado. But wow, this trip did not ease us back in gently. We had to pivot fast when our campground plans fell apart, our door decided to open itself while rolling down the highway, and we even squeezed in a small maintenance project along the way. It's been a few months since we've traveled, so we're definitely a little rusty and maybe a little spicy, but it feels so good to be back in travel mode again. We also finally got the chance to stay at Heron Lake State Park in New Mexico this year, and trust us, that story comes with a price tag. Spoiler, it's the most we've ever spent on a single overnight stay. So hop in and ride along on our 1,200 plus mile journey and sharpen those pencils because we're breaking down exactly what we spent on fuel to get here. Okay, we are all packed up and ready to start pulling in the slides. So here we go. Why?
Can't get this to turn off.
What to turn on?
Because when I go to pull the front up, it just wants to do the. See, just that one side. See, and it won't turn off. There it goes. Oh, there it goes. And maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, there it goes.
Walk around, make sure those things didn't retract.
Is that still?
That's just water coming from.
There we go. All right. We are on the road, our first leg of the trip to Colorado. And if there's one thing I've learned is that when you sit for a long time, your get hooked up and go skills kind of get rusty.
Yeah,
This morning was a little
hectic.
It was hectic. And we've been arguing
Well,
all day in the truck.
You get kind of rusty. Pulling and
Yeah.
forgetting how the fifth wheel operates and stuff.
Yep.
So anxiety starts pretty high starting out.
Yep, for sure. But the trailer's the trailer with the golf cart, utility trailer that we're pulling back behind the Brinkley is working good. And we are utilizing the Heron camera that came with the Brinkley, and it's working great. Alan, we can watch what's going on behind us.
It's kind of glitching right now.
It's glitching, but Alan just adjusted the camera, so maybe there's a little,
I don't know,
short in the...
It just keeps going on and off, on and off.
So we'll have to check it when we get to, hopefully, our first spot, which is, we don't have reservations. We're just going to roll on into the VFW in Abilene and cross fingers that there's a spot. And we wanted to stay at the Air Force Base. Dyess Air Force Base. But they didn't have any availability. And so they suggested to check the VFW. And it's just a first come, first serve. It is $40 a night, full hookups, supposedly. So we'll see more when we get there. But, I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend, so we're kind of a little nervous about maybe they're having something going on and, you know, there won't be a spot or whatever, but we'll have to see. The other thing we were kind of running into with traveling on this holiday weekend was trying to find like a state park to stay at. It had to be a minimum of 2 nights because it's a, you know, long weekend and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, but hopefully it'll all work out okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. The VFW is not going to work. They scooch over here a little bit. They're all booked. And I mean, I called the number on the website and left a message. I never got a call back, and it just said first come, first serve. So anyway, all right. So
time for plan B, and you know the bad thing about it?
We don't have a plan B.
We don't have a plan B.
So here we go. So the other thing I'm checking, which I always check, is RV Life. To see what might be available on our route. So there is a Phil's Hideaway RV Park in Abilene.
We might be 10 minutes away. Yeah. My name is Alan. We'll be. Okay, thank you. Well, that's $80.
$80. This was only going to be 40.
Yep. Here we go.
All right. Here we go. We're all set up at our plan B since the VFW did not work out, and decided to go ahead and tackle a maintenance project. So we're installing snap pads on all our jacks. Alan has put Dawn dishwashing detergent on each pad to help them snap into place. And he's got the driver's side jacks, and I have the passenger jacks. Success. Mostly. I see one over there. At least my side was successful. I see one over there, his side, that was not successful. I don't know what he's going to do about that. Day 2. Long travel day today, a little bit longer. But we are in Oklahoma. We went a little bit different route to Colorado so that we could squeeze in a little bit of Oklahoma and knock off that state on our sticker map. And anyway, it's it's a really nice park. It's Corral Drive-In RV Park. But the drive-in part doesn't work anymore. But the screen is up and they have a playground, some really cool old school play slides and merry-go-rounds and things like that. So anyway, the boys wanted to just relax, and so we are sitting outside in the shade, just relaxing before it's beer 30.
I think it's beer 30.
Is it beer 30? It's beer 30. So, look. Oh. Jack's rolling in the grass. Oso is cooling his little body off. It's really nice. It's really nice. So, anyway, today was long. Tomorrow is even longer.
Why would you unhook?
Oh, yeah. Since tomorrow is so long, we didn't even unhook the truck. So we're going to keep it hooked up for the night. And there she is. All lined up. All 50, what do we think? What do we say, 54? 55 feet of her. The Corral Drive-In RV Park sits in Guymon, the largest city in Oklahoma's Panhandle. This narrow, 168-mile long by 34-mile wide strip is made up of just 3 counties and fewer than 30,000 residents, making it one of the most sparsely populated regions in the entire American West. Once known as No Man's Land, the Panhandle spent the years from 1850 to 1890 belonging to no state or territory at all. No government, no courts, no law enforcement, just wide open space and whoever was brave enough to settle it. And honestly, that emptiness still shows. On our drive from Guymon to New Mexico, there wasn't much to look at besides sky, grass, and more sky. Of our trip to Colorado. We pretty much got it whooped.
Yeah.
So, we're at Heron Lake State Park in New Mexico, and we attempted to stay here last year when we went to Colorado, but I think that is the most we've ever spent for one night in RV spots. We went to, I booked a place down the road from here, and it was kind of sketchy. It wasn't level. We couldn't get the rig level. So we had passed this. So we came in here, booked a spot. Alan was certain he had a adapter, 50 to 30 amp adapter. Got it booked, got into the spot, everything, and nope, he didn't. So we had to hook up and go into trauma and get another spot. And then that spot didn't work either, remember? And they ended up moving us to a 4th spot. And so I think we spent like $150 in RV spots just in that one time. But one of the things I wanted to do was we really liked this state park, and so
One dry lake or
Yeah.
another.
Yes, Heron Lake is pretty dry right now. It's a lot lower than it was last year, but sites are large and easy to get in and out of. The only issue we had was the adapter. Wasn't the 50 to 30 amp adapter isn't staying in the pedestal, so we kind of had to.
Just worn out.
Yeah, it's worn out, so we kind of had to prop it up with our Lego jack things, and so anyway, but the trailer with the golf cart has been working out great. The only
We've got a fatality.
Oh, we do. Yeah, so we did realize that on the first day, Alan took a little bit too tight of a turn and it hit the ladder. So, and it kind of made a little dent in the ladder and chipped some of the paint off or whatever. But other than that, it's been doing great. But we have had issues with our door. It has popped open. Going down the road, popped open a few times. And so yesterday, Alan, when we were in Guyman, Alan, removed the plate and re-screwed it in and everything. So it seems to be working a lot better. It's locking. We don't even think it was locking correctly, the whole 9 yards. So
There's been a whole bunch of people on Brinkley.
Yeah, on the Brinkley.
Talking about these doors. And
Yeah.
I don't know if Brinkley's not acknowledging it yet or whatever, but there's something wrong with these doors. I'm going to have to do the same thing for the back
For the back door.
door.
So anyway, okay, we didn't unhook again this time, and it just makes it a lot easier. Our rig's been level enough, for us to do our stuff. But yeah, if you're ever in this area, Heron Lake State Park, it's a good spot.
Park. Good park.
All right, let's get on the road. Okay, guys, we promised you all a full rundown on what we spent on fuel on our 1,200-mile trip to go to our next work camping spot from San Antonio to Colorado. So,
with a detour into Oklahoma.
Yeah, the little detour. So, we kept a record of it, and just about on average, every time we stopped, it was about, on average, $120. So, just a reminder, we are diesel, so we were paying over $5 for every stop.
I think the highest was $5.85 or something like that.
Yeah. Did we pay like $4.99 at any time? Like,
No, I can't remember.
maybe right when we were leaving Texas.
When you get over $4.50, it doesn't matter what the price is.
Anyway, okay, so drum roll, please. So the total is that we spent on fuel was $872.96. So if you're planning a trip this summer, maybe
Plan-
that'll help you.
Plan accordingly.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
total trip was right at $1,000 with campgrounds and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I tried to, book, like look at Harvest Host to see if we could stay at a Harvest Host, but there weren't any where we were going. And so I do try to keep the campground cost down, but our first stop was supposed to be at a VFW, and that was going to be $40, and they were booked. So it ended up being $80.
yeah.
And so anyway, but we do get really a lot of good perks here at this campground for your work camping.
We'll recoup a little bit of costs with propane refills that are free, and firewood, and here and there meals and stuff like that. So
Yeah, they do take real good care of the camp host here at this park. So anyway.
Yep.
All right, so be sure to like and subscribe. I will, I'm heading back to Texas next week, so I will be there for a whole week. Are you going to be able to handle it without me?
No, probably not.
So. I didn't think so. But I've got a bunch of work stuff to do, and so I will be there, and we'll be back, and then we're going to have a bunch of adventures. And if you have any things that you've done in the Durango area, drop them in the comments below. We did a lot last year when we were here. We went on the train from Durango to Silverton. We went to Silverton. We did the $1 Million Highway in Ouray, Pagosa, a whitewater rafting trip, of course Durango and all that. But we did some hikes, four-wheeling. We did a lot last summer. So, but if you have any ideas on things that we could do, drop them in the comments below. Mesa Verde National Park is very close, so that is definitely on the list to do. And but when I get back, we'll get to planning some cool adventures. And so we want to take you guys along with us. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.